What's up, everybody? The gameplay you're getting ready to watch is from my Twitch stream, which you can follow at McCue_. And if you're not already, go follow me on TikTok. Before you watch the video, make sure you subscribe, leave a like and comment, and be sure to check out more videos after this one. Enjoy. But real quick, I want to start off by saying something, chat. Today's Sunday. A lot of people view Sunday as the international day off. Like, not a lot of people work on Sundays. I know some people do, like Larry right now, she working on Sunday, but not a lot of people work on Sunday. And a lot of people, Sunday's like family day. I know a lot of people watch football on Sunday. I watch football on Sunday, not gonna lie. Sunday is just like universally like a day where you just kind of like chill with your family, maybe your friends or something like that. You just relax, take it easy on Sunday. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But, like, to me, Sunday's a day of rest. Now, does that necessarily mean that, like, I do nothing all day? No. But, like, I find a time of day where, like, I just take a little time to just listen to nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everyone just kind of is so engulfed in media as I'm streaming on a media service. I get that. But even as someone who streams and posts on TikTok and YouTube, I truly believe that being on your phone, being on social media, watching too much TV is bad for you. You do need a little bit of time out of your day, if not a full day. I think eventually me and Lauren are going to like dedicate one day out of the entire week that we turn off our phones, or at least like turn off social media. Don't watch TV or nothing like that. We got, or like part of that, something, and just be together, and be with God. Brandog, I completely agree with you. And like to me, what you just said, you said to me, it's the day to praise the Lord in my eyes. Brandog, you should be praying. You should be praising the Lord every day. Not just Sunday, every day. And that's just my advice to you. Now, I'm not saying like you're doing anything wrong by like saying like that's the day you praise the Lord in your eyes. But, and Brandon, when I say this, I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about people in general. A lot of people go to church. And some people go to church for the right reasons. Some people go to church for the sake of saying that they go to church, if you know what I mean. To me, I'll be honest with you, chat. Right now, I don't go to church. Where me and Larry live, we've only been living down here a few years. We don't know a whole lot of people, and I know that we could walk into any church and be welcomed with warm hugs and all that kind of stuff. Like to me, like church is, I got a little different opinions on church, a little bit. Like, I follow Jesus. I don't go to church. If y'all pick up what I'm putting down. So, like, when people say, like, oh, like, for as long as I've lived down where we're living at right now, like, I've had, like, 10 people ask me what church I go to. And I tell them, I don't go to church. I follow Jesus. Jesus is my church. But I don't go to a specific building at a specific address and go there at a specific time and day. Because some churches be sending the wrong message out there and using Jesus' name for bad things. And that was actually said in the Bible. They said there was going to be false prophets, demons, wolves in sheep's clothing. They talk about all that stuff in the Bible, man. So, like, to me right now where I'm at, I am a student. I want to learn as much as I can about God and Jesus' words, his teaching. Like right now, I'm on the book of John. I'm listening to it while also going back and like looking at things and just researching. Like I want to know the research and stuff. Like, you ever see those people, Brandog, that are like, Hebrews chapter 5 verse 3 or something. What I just said something random. Like I literally don't even know what that means, and I'm actually gonna look it up to see what it means. But like those people that can literally quote the Bible like at will are crazy. Okay, well, okay, I just said Hebrews 5:3 states because Old Testament high priests are imperfect and beset the weakness, they must offer sacrifices for their own sins as well as for the people. The verse at the point covering to establish Jesus as superior, sinless. Yep, yep, yep. Man, I know Jesus is superior. Stop playing. Come on now. The reason is the infirmity or weakness of being human, which requires sin offering for himself. In addition, yep, Jesus died on the cross for our sins, because that is the weakness of being human, obviously. Okay. See, just said some random stuff. You get a little bit of knowledge, but back to what I was saying before. So, Sunday to me is like I try to find a little bit of time today. I know I need to do better about devoting more time to this, into just like cutting off media, not listening to anything. Cause like if y'all think about it, how much of your day do you go through without listening to music, a podcast, watching a video, watching TV, watching a movie, or anything, social media? It almost takes up your entire day. And I feel like a lot of people, if you sit down and be like, man, I'm gonna turn off everything and just listen to nothing. Like right now, I'm gonna take my headphones off even though there's no audio playing. If I just sit here, it's weird not hearing anything, because we're so like used to like hearing music and videos, TikToks, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Like, and dude, being out in nature, Brand Dog, what you're saying right there, live in the mountains, go outside and just listen to the birds chirp, bro. I think that is like one of the best things you can do for your mind and soul, is just being in nature and just listening to like the wind in the trees, the leaves rustling. You got birds, squirrels scampering up and about. You know what I mean? I feel like that's like, and one of the things I do is I go ground. If you don't know what that means, like I walk barefoot in my backyard. Like it, like I'm literally touching grass. Like all jokes aside, I know that's like a meme. Like, oh, you need to go touch grass. Nah, for real. Some of y'all actually do need to touch grass. Like I'm being dead serious. And I will literally walk barefoot out in my backyard and just be present in your life and what's going on, instead of just being so enamored with like politics and just random stuff, you know what I mean? So, real quick, let me pull up this page. Okay, I don't want. Let's do. Let's do this. Let's see if I can get this right. All right, real quick, I'm gonna read this. Well, I'm gonna have it on the screen. So I got this bad boy on the screen right here. All right. So this is one of my, like, Psalms is a book in the Old Testament. It was written by David. Uh, Psalm 23 is one of my favorites because it talks about like God allows us to rest. God created the earth in 6 days. He took the seventh day to rest. Well, he created everything in 6 days, the heavens, universe, and the earth, 6 days, and he allowed us to rest on the seventh day. And that's why I truly believe, like, at least once out of the week you gotta relax a little bit, you know what I mean? So I got Psalm 23 up on the board. This is my Bible. This is like a study Bible, so it has like little margins on the side where you can like write notes and stuff in. So where is Psalm is a pretty decently sized book. So if I go Psalm 23, and it's not a super long one. Oh, my fan flipped this Bible page around. All right. Here we go. The Lord is my The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely godness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So, there is actually, so this is what's crazy about it just generally in the Bible altogether. Like, there is so much, like, this is the Old and New Testament put together, and I'm pretty sure this is an English Standard version of it. This is an English Standard version, so what was on the screen there. But, like, that little passage took me maybe 15 to 20 seconds to read, but I guarantee you I could probably spend a week, a month, just on each line of that and breaking it down into everything. Because I know for a fact, like, when it talks about, like, well, what does it mean when it says your rod and your staff, they comfort me? I'll be honest with you, I don't know exactly what that means. Like, to me, like, for the line before that says, for you are with me. So that means God is always with me. He's there all the time. Now, sometimes you feel like he's not there, but I guarantee you he is. He's there. He may not make his presence known to you in that moment, but I guarantee you he's there for sure. But, like, the main reason why I want to read that psalm is basically the first part where it says, he makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He's talking about rest. He makes you rest. Now, whether you like it or not, the body needs rest. There's not a single human being that's ever existed that, like, can just be awake 24/7, full of energy, boom, 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 work all the time and never get tired. Your body naturally gets tired. And, like, you need sleep. You need sleep. Obviously, every single day you get, your 5, 6, 7. People say 8 hours. I myself have been doing a better job. I've been getting about 7 hours of sleep here recently, and it honestly makes a difference. But rest from, like, work, life, the stress of, like, oh man, I gotta get up and go to work. Oh man, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You need to make time in your week, even if it's literally like a couple hours where you do nothing. You just do nothing. Now, like, I encourage all y'all to try to at least make a day out of it to where you rest. Like, you don't work. You don't, like, put your body into, like, physical strain. Like, don't go to the gym. Like, I didn't go to the gym today, mainly because I didn't feel good. I generally don't feel good, but, like, you should have a day to where, like, you literally in your head that day, you're calm. You gotta reset your whole body. You gotta relax, because life is stressful for a reason. Because we work. We got a bunch. Dude, life is so confusing, bro. Like, chat, you ever think about this? Like, you are so lucky to be alive. You are lucky to be alive. And life is literally the space between beginning and end. Everything in between. So, if you literally think about the concept of your life is everything. Everything to everything you do every single day, every single second. every word you say, every breath you take, life. Think about the millions, if not billions or trillions of moments that pass by to where, like, Chad, you ever, like, let's say you wake up and you go to, you get ready to go to school or something like that. And you have, you putting your school clothes on, you got your backpack, whatever. You go outside and you got these nice shoes on. You got like some Jordans, they're all cleaned up, no scuffs, nothing. Nothing. And then you step in a big pile of mud. Now, initially, you're going to be like, oh, heck no, bro. I got my Jordans all muddy and everything, dude. Is your whole day going to be ruined now because you got them Jordans muddy? Yes or no? Is your whole day going to be ruined just because you got some mud on some shoes? Now, I ain't going to lie to you, chat. When I was younger, this situation happened to me. And dude, I was mad for like 2 or 3 days because I got some mud on my shoes. But imagine looking back, like I look back on it now and I'm like, you're an idiot for thinking that mud on your shoes ruined your day. If not multiple days. Some mud on your shoes ruined your day. Really. When there are so many more important things that you could be putting your energy towards, of like making yourself a better person. Like, what could I do to be a better person? That should be like the first thing that you think about every day. How can I be a better person? How can I be more loving? How can I be more giving to everyone around me? And you worried about some mud on some shoes, bro. You can't take them shoes with you when you're gone. I don't care if them shoes cost $1 million. I guarantee you when you go up, they're gonna be like, ha ha ha, you ain't gonna need them, buddy. Oh, those are $1 million? Oh, psych, get them out of here. It don't matter. It really don't. It's crazy to me when I'm out in public, even in my small town, how many cars there are and how many lives there are in those cars. Like, that's crazy to think about. And they could really be happy or really upset. Man, like, to be upset over, and I mean little things. I understand there's, like, big things that happen in life that make you sad, make you upset. Like, I get it. I've been there. But, like, Chad, I know a person right now. I work with a person at my job. The entire day they're upset. And, like, when something, like, literally this big happens that slightly just ever so slightly inconveniences that person, they're immediately just so mad the entire day. Like, bro, you make the littlest thing makes you upset. But look at the big picture of life. Like, dude, you're alive. Like, you gonna spend your time being upset. And chat, you ever heard that saying? Don't cry over spilled milk. Bro, is that in the Bible? That might be in the Bible, and I don't even know. But that's a true saying. Don't cry over spilled milk. Ooh, Don reached a 3-stream streak. Shout out, Don. I feel like a lot of people should earn those. Is that like a new thing that popped up on the stream? Because that's actually pretty interesting. Interesting. But, like, what, like, the main thing I wanted to say was, like, today, God allows you to rest, to cleanse your mind, your soul, your body. All that stuff needs rest because life is hard. It's supposed to be hard. Life is not supposed to be easy. God did not put us on this earth because it's easy. You know what I mean? Like, chat, if life was easy, like, there would be no problems. That's called heaven. That's called paradise. That's easy. Like, once you get there, you chilling all the time. You are chilling. There's no wars. There's no sickness. Like, that's a concept that we can't even, like, comprehend. Like, people say, like, oh, heaven's like this. But if you really think about it, like, if you really talk about, I don't know exactly what heaven's like.
Happy birthday,
What up,
McCue.
Santi? How's it going, buddy? If you really talk about, like, what heaven's like, it's a magical paradise, perfect paradise God created in the beginning of time. And unfortunately, the free will choices of human beings got us kicked out of there. So we used to be there, and then we got kicked out. Ain't that crazy? God created everything, created the paradise. The first two human beings ever to exist, Adam and Eve, and they were kicked out. Could you imagine God gave you all of everything. Everything. Gave you the food you needed to live. Yeah, like you survived. Everything was peace, pure love, pure peace, everything. And you turned and you decided to go against his word. He told you not to do something. And you did it anyway. That to me is crazy. Crazy. But God gave us free will. He knew what consequences could come about that, of giving us free will. That could very well mean that that some human beings choose not to follow him and choose not to listen to his rules or what he says for us to do. And God tells you to rest. So y'all need to rest. Relax. Life is stressful. Relax. Take a deep breath. Eat a bowl of ice cream. Kick your feet up. Just relax. Just chill. That's all you gotta do. That's all I'm saying, chat. All right. I appreciate y'all for letting me talk about this stream. That actually that made me feel good. I feel rested talking about rest. All right. So